There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, you'll be okay. A beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes, you'll see it's true. Good times, sunshine, gonna be here in no time now. Bad times, gray skies, push them all away, turn them upside down. You're gonna break new ground, turn everything around. You're gonna live your life. There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, you'll be okay. Beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes, you'll see it's true. A beautiful day.
Welcome back to the Booga Box. It is Small Project Wednesday. We're going to be working on a Santa hat for our Mega Janian. I have done some for the smaller ones before, but this one I'm going to work out a little differently. I'm using a helm, same size rings before, on every row. Just shrinking it up a little bit, connecting a few spots. Might come back and connect a few more, but since I haven't done it, we're just kind of playing around, seeing how it's going to work. And don't forget to check us out on, we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Had a little problem with YouTube tonight. Well, I thought Twitch there for a minute, but YouTube was just user error. I forgot I was logged into the band account. It was like, you can't stream. I was like, what's going on? It took me a little bit. I had that band concert last night, and so I had logged into the band YouTube account and forgot to log back into the Booga Box. So finally figured that out. But so we're going to go ahead and get started on this here tonight. Hopefully we can get it done. I wasn't sure when I started if I was going to have enough time to get it fully done tonight in the stream. I'm hoping so, but we'll see how it goes. Since it's something new, I mean, I've done the stretchy helms before, but doing them in this fashion to make a hat, I hadn't done it in this fashion, so it's a little different. But we're hoping we can get it done in the stream tonight. But yeah, he was feeling a little lonely and felt festive, so he asked me to make him a Santa hat. So that's what we're going to work on. Figure I need something small, and figured this might do it. When I first started, I was like, this might take a lot longer than a stream. Then I got to a point and I was like, hey, you know what? I better just kind of stop right now. Because I don't want it to get too short where I'd finish it before the stream. But then after I had looked at how much time I'd spent, I was like, yeah, I might not. I should have probably kept going. It's like I might have not enough left to do it, or time left in the stream. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can get it done and see what it looks like before the night's over. It's going to get quicker and quicker as I go up because I'm decreasing my helms by 2 on each row. But I go up, I was afraid, I went 1, I was afraid he's going to be really a tall hat. And I didn't want a real tall hat, so going with minusing 2 out of each helm on each row. So we'll see how that works. If I don't like it, I can always go back and try something different. But that's what happens when, you know, you're trying to figure out what's going to work for you. I have done stretchy helms before, not in this particular size. I actually am using a different sizes than I would normally use. One, because I did want it to be more structural. Normally when I'm making a helm bracelet or necklace, I want it to be pretty, you know, movable and everything. And this still got good movement to it, don't get me wrong, but I just want a little more structure to it. So it's a little tighter. My ends want to kind of open up till I get in the rings, but overall it doesn't stretch them out. Just holds everything nice and tight, but still gets good stretch to it. So that's what we're gonna continue to work on tonight. Like I said, check us out on YouTube and Twitch also. If you have accounts over there, give us likes and shares. I think I've got 7 or 8 subscribers on YouTube. Twitch, I think I've got about 5. And, I mean, a lot more on Facebook, but I've only been doing the Twitch and stuff here recently. And So we can use more over there. If you got accounts, go over there, give us likes. If not, get on Facebook too. Don't forget to share and all that good stuff. Give us some thumbs ups and all that. Every little bit helps. I also want to thank everybody that's made purchases here in December, well, and all year for that matter, but it's been nice getting the orders here recently. I've gotten a lot more orders this year than I have in past years in December, so that's good. I want to thank you all for that. And if, oops, I better look at that ring. Yeah, I put a scratch in it. Not much of one, but good enough that I don't want to use it. If I ever slip off a ring like that, I always like to look at it a little closer. Most time I don't have to worry about it on if I'm working with stainless steel, but aluminum, it can scratch somewhat. I mean, not easily per se, but it can scratch it up easier. For normal use, you normally won't get scratches unless you're really doing some crazy stuff with wearing one, but normal use, you don't really get scratches. I mean, I'm applying some pretty good pressure with pliers, and so when you make a slip off with the pliers, that's a different story. Oh, that reminds me. Let me count this again. Marble. Come on. She jumped up behind me. Let's see here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's what I thought. So this one I'm going to go 14. Just want to make sure. Been a little bit. She's going a little cuckoo. I think she wants to go back outside, but it's like it's gotten a little chillier again, so it's like I can't leave the door open constantly, so I have to let her go in and keep her in, or let her out and keep her out for a bit. So for the stream, she happened to be in, so that's where she's at now. As far as she wants to go back outside, really, because it's probably about 3 o'clock today or so. Don't know where they were actually from, but the dogs next door were going nuts, and I was like, what is going on? And so I go out there and look, and here's 2 big giant German shepherds running down our fence line with the dogs next door running with them, you know, back and forth, because she'd come running in, and when she runs in, like I said, she makes her own sounds and stuff. She wasn't making any sounds, but the way she was acting, and then Buzz he was all perked up too. It was like, okay, something's back in the backyard. So normally it's just a person, you know, linesman or something doing stuff, and seen these 2 German shepherds out there running around. So I got them in, oops, I forgot to put on the other ring, dummy. Shut the door. Eventually I went out and closed up we got a big drive-through type gate. It's, 15 foot wide or so that I normally keep open. Really no reason to close it for the most part, but I decided with them running around, they were running up the driveway to the front of the neighbor's house with their dogs, and when they made a run up that way once, I went out there and closed it up so they couldn't get back into the back again. But kind of surprised she wants to go back out after that. But that's what's crazy about her. She will not put up a fight with the itty-bitty cats we have inside, but she will take on a giant dog. It's like, are you just stupid? What is your problem, cat? Turn that a little bit more. There, that should work now. This is all tight fitting, so you kind of have to get them just right, because you don't want to pinch I'm using the rubber rings, and I don't want to pinch those. You get any kind of little nick in those, it can rip them. Now, granted, this ain't going to, be something that's going to be stretched all that much or anything. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So 4 more. But now she's ready to go back out, it seems like. She's going to have to wait now until the stream's over. She'll get all comfortable, and then when I get done, and she'll be whining to go back out. And then she'll want to come back in because it'll be soft food time. Then she'll want to go back out. Now we're supposed to start warming up a little bit. I was looking at the 10-day forecast, and I was like, really? We're supposed to hit 73, was it next Tuesday? I was like, wow. Now, granted, hopefully we'll be a little under that. I mean, I don't necessarily mind that, but I mean, even tomorrow we're supposed to be up to like 62 and stuff. And I'm like, this is December, man. This is weird. Other than, not necessarily weird, we've had those kind of years before, but I said a few streams back that whenever we get this warm December, we normally have a crazy January, February. So I'm not looking forward to January, February right now. I just have a feeling we're going to be, it'll be crazy cold or we're going to get a ton of snow. That's the two things that have happened when we've had a warm December. We end up, oh man, where'd that ring go? Oh, it's still on there. I'm sure that one's screwed up. I felt it. Double check. Oh, there it is. I was like, there's got to be some gash in that, because that one really felt bad when I flipped off of it. But yeah, when we had these warm Decembers, January, it's either cold or we get a ton of snow. I know one year we had it was probably about 9-10 years ago now. We had a warm December in mid-January. Oh, it just was crazy. I forgot to put the other ring on there, dummy. There was one week we had like, I think it was 12, 13 inches of snow. I remember putting a post with the ruler in the ground, measuring the snow we got. And then I think it was 5 years ago we had that warm, and we ended up getting not a lot of snow, but man, it was cold. There was like a 8-day period that we were in single digits and minuses at night. That's normally unusual for here too. At least, you know, maybe a day or two here and there, but not for like a whole week. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm not counting as I'm going, so I gotta count as a after the fact, I guess. And I'm kind of, you know, there's no real easy way. I'm not connecting these like I would normally do, since this is, when I do a flat helm, you basically just -1 and offset your doubles, and you can make a nice triangle out of it. With a round one, that's not necessarily possible. You can't shrink one per se. So I'm shrinking 2, but I'm not making the connections like I normally would. Just enough so that I can pull it so it's all somewhat even in a cone-ish shape. If any of that makes sense. And quite honestly, not sure if it's going to work yet till we get up to the top. It's going to be interesting when we do get to near the top, how I'm going to connect it all and try to put a ball. I thought about using a bead for the top, but I'm probably end up just going to do a tight Mobus ball with some 1/4-inch frost metal rings and connect it that way. So, I mean, there are other thoughts I had too, but part of the reason without the beads, because I actually have my bead stuff all packed up already. I can get to them, but you know, I figured that stuff that I've been first packing up would be the stuff I would probably use the least amount of stuff. It's not in any of my normal everyday selling items that I have anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's the end of that. Alrighty, we need a single for the center, and then we can connect them up. Hook up around. Come on, stretch on over. So get this up on the other side. There we go. This is where it gets really snug, but so one nice thing about using the rubber rings, they kind of move out of the way and kind of squish them a bit. I mean, you can't go overly crazy, but so there's that one. We're going to go ahead and make up another one, and maybe 2, and then I'll decide on, because we want it to kind of bend in and out, and I think that's going to be pretty good there. And then we'll do another one that's a little bit smaller. I don't want to be too tall though. That was my only thing. That's why I'm going to go 2. We'll attach those 2 and kind of see where we're at, because this one was 14, it was 18, 16, 14, so this one we're going to go 12. I almost want to go kind of smaller, but then I'm afraid I won't be able to get it to look even enough. The way you can kind of roll these in and squish them up kind of helps with that, so let's see here. The second one. Gotta remember how I started, because the other way, if I forgot to put in the center ring at first, I had to manipulate the rubber ring to go through another ring, which worked, but it took a little bit longer to weave it through there. This way it made it much easier. Oh, we flipped over to the other camera already. But yeah, we had the concert last night. The kids did a good job. I was quite impressed. Well, it's a twofold thing. I'll say this. I've been doing this for about 15 years with putting stuff. Let's see, it would have been, I guess, 12 years since I've been putting stuff online. I've been doing this for about 16 years total, actually. But the stuff I put online every year, I never had any. They haven't given me strikes for it, but they're copyrighted songs because of the music they play. I can sometimes, it more showed up whenever I did the flag corps stuff, because they would play to music in the background, and normally, they didn't take down the video or anything. I can't monetize it, and I don't monetize any of my videos for the band stuff or this stuff that I do. I don't know. It's like, nah. I don't necessarily want to make money that way per se, but but I've never really had it happen other than, like I said, the stuff. But I have noticed in the last year and a half, it could be the algorithm or the band is just playing better, that the system picks up what they're playing better and can compare it the way they compare and listen to stuff and be able to do all that. But I mean, the band has been playing better, and so it's more matching the music that has been copyrighted. And so I get the copyright things here. And last night for that concert, both the jazz band and the concert band videos, which was them just playing live, both got copyrighted protected. Not of my doing. So I'm like, well, that just shows that the band is getting better. Since, or, like I said, it could be a combination of them. I know that they're getting better, but it could be the algorithms are noticing more music better. I don't know. I mean, that could be a factor, but it was kind of weird to see those pretty much pop up immediately after I got the videos posted last night. And like I said, it's kind of a good sign, bad sign. They haven't given me any strikes or anything, and they say I just can't monetize it. And I was like, no biggie, because I don't monetize the channel anyway. Oh, which does remind me, turn that on. I need that to get automatic, and that's one of the other things I'm hoping to do. I got a lot of stuff going on here at the end of December, beginning of January when we start coming back. Just the FYI, our last stream of the year will be next Thursday. We're going to let me grab this side anyway. Stop for a couple weeks so I can do some moving around of my work area. We're going to be moving benches across the room, setting up new stuff, new area, all that. So I figure it's a good time to take off, but in that process I want to redo some I'll be redoing the stream itself, I hope. I've been playing little bits here and there, but I've just been kind of busy, so I guess in a way that's a good thing, though. Being busy is, better than not being busy. Always finding something to do. So hopefully we'll get the music and everything ironed out by then, and the video will be different in a way, set up. hoping it all works out well. Yeah, grab the other side. But that'll keep me busy for a couple weeks. I'm hoping I don't have to take longer and come back that first week of January. We could possibly push 1 week out further. It just depends. But I'll make posts about that and let everybody know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to say 12 on this one, right? But, so yeah, if you're wanting to place any orders and get them by Christmas, actually next Thursday is my cutoff date to make sure that they'll get to you in time. You can still order after that, but I cannot guarantee that you'll get them in time. I ship everything priority, and it says 2 to 3 days. But I've had things even over the past 3 months take sometimes 5, 6 days. And what's even crazier is some of those that took 5, 6 days were closer than things that took 2 days. So I'm like to play it safe. I want to, any orders basically by the 16th, you're good, unless it's something larger. Like I said, if it's a custom piece and it is larger, I'll discuss that with you. But otherwise, that's kind of our cutoff. I'll still be taking orders during those 2 weeks, and I can still do orders while I'm doing all this moving. I'm going to keep my basic stuffs out and available. I mean, not on the bench, obviously, because the bench will be moving. But if I need to, I can grab what I need and go work on it in another area of the house to complete the order. But there could be a slight delay compared to normal. Again, depending on what it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're up on the front side now. Hopefully I'll be low enough. Has it already been 20 minutes? Yeah, it sure has. Going by quicker than I thought. It always does, though. I should know that by now. So yeah, there'll be a lot of changes will kind of come back. There are going to be some new things we're going to be doing. Some chainmail related stuff, some laser related stuff. So, but some of the laser stuff is kind of tied into chainmail. So I'm going to be able to start doing my scales and tags faster, and a few other things. So definitely check back in and see what's going on. Looking forward to getting everything done. I think the new setup will be easier to deal with most everything I need to deal with. Part of it being the cat. Trying to make it more cat proof. I tell you what, cat proofing is a lot harder than baby proofing. I've been finding that out here this past year. It's kind of crazy, but get a hold of that ring just right. Holds everything in place for me so I can get this other one in. Thought about trying to use a different camera, but this one does pretty good. I'm going to watch this later, so I'm actually going to zoom in a bit here, as it can get pretty close and still get pretty nice detail. Can't tell if that's blurry or not. Let me go out just a bit more. Here, let me try to go in further. That's furthest in I can actually go. I guess it does look a little blurry. Trying to figure out where the blur would end, but my other camera, I've been wanting to use my Canon, but I use it in so many other things, I mean, taking down a lot. I'm hoping, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's where I wanted to go. We're going to have to kind of play with that. I mean, I'd love to be able to put that on there and use it all the time, but I hate to take it down all the time, especially when band stuff is. And stuff's happening, it'll make it more difficult and making sure I get it back up and blah, blah, blah. It's nice having this current setup with the cameras I'm currently using, which I do plan on just continuing to use, but alright, so now we need to connect around. I could try to do a few other things, so still playing with that, but that's one reason also why next week we're going to just work on the Chiefs inlay, the end zone inlay, partially because I only use one camera for that, and this will allow me next week to go ahead and remove my current cameras and cords and kind of get them up out of the way so I can get through the change quicker. So there's the next level. So we're on the front camera now. I'm not all there yet till we get them tied in together, but you can kind of see the volcano forming per se. Let me give quick looks around. Ooh. Well, one's giving me an awful frame rate. The other, for my live, says I'm doing good though. So, not sure why that's so bad. Well, it says my CPU's using a lot. Let me check something real quick. Alright, let's see if that helps. I definitely don't want that happening tomorrow, for sure. Hopefully that'll help. Yeah. I'll give it a few. Hopefully, I haven't noticed any problems with the video through Facebook, but I haven't really been constantly watching it like you all would. So, I have this can cozy for my drink. Right. Earlier today, I had a dumb moment. I had it sitting on my desk, and I was pulling out the can to replace my can. Right. So I grab it. I start trying to pull in the can. Again, right now I can't do it. For some reason, I forgot that there's, the hole at the bottom. You have to lift it up a little bit, but it slides in and out easily. For like 3 or 4 minutes, I'm sitting there going, what in the world? And I stopped. I came back a minute later, and I grabbed it again, did the same thing, going, what is the problem? And I just happened to tilt it a little sideways, and I was pulling so hard. I'm glad it was empty, because I just yanked the can out. Can went flying across the room. I was like, oh yeah, suction, duh. Yeah, so I had a dumb moment earlier today for sure. Alright, so for these connectors, I'm actually using the same size inner diameter, but I'm actually using a smaller gauge wire, using 19 gauge for attaching these. And I think I'm going to do my attachments at the opposites of the one before, so I don't start getting weird pulling gaps per se. And this, again, this is part of it that I would normally not do when I'm doing some type of helm work. I normally try to even everything up, but being that this is a little different how I'm doing it and wanting them to pull tighter, I'm doing it just slightly askew. Let's see here, if that one's there, and I want to go here through those two. Do I want to go to that one? I guess I could and then come back on the next one. Because I don't want to move over one, it's got to go there. If I go through that one, yeah, we'll give it a try, see what happens. This is all kind of playing it by ear to get it just right. When I did put the first one together, I did have to readjust it. I had to take out some rings to fix it. So I had one time I had to kind of pull some of it apart to get where I wanted, but so that one will be a single through single. And like I said, if it doesn't work, I'll be more than willing to pull it apart and try again, but I always try to figure it out beforehand. Things in the brain, things that work on paper, don't always work out in this. So, okay, yeah, see that one I'm going to have to do it there. But hopefully it'll come out alright. Now, let's bring him over here. He needs to be more in view. Maybe you'll get a top head view of him, I guess, right there. We're going to do a... Get him through. And then... Yeah, I thought I was going to do a single again, but let's go with a double here. I might come back through and add a few more. For right now, I'm just it's kind of like like you're welding, you're just kind of tacking it down to see if it's going to work the way you want. So, I think we'll go through 1 and 2 on this one. Now I'm seeing some odd glitching on the Facebook page. I might have to do a restart to my computer. I did just the other day, but I did have been doing a lot of things on the computer and changing some settings and whatnot, so that could have been part of it for my crunching program. So, hopefully it's not too bad for viewing for you all right now. And hopefully again that will be ironed out with the transition. I need to take my computer apart and give it a good cleaning anyway, so that's another thing I plan on doing during that time. So I will have the computer down for a little while, and the internet will be spotty as I'm moving all that stuff around. So let's see here. That's pretty decent. Probably. Let's try that. Let's try it, see what happens. Can't hurt. Unless I slip off a ring and stab myself, I guess then that might hurt a little bit. Which I have done before, so if you ever mess with chainmail, I'm sure you kind of slipped off a ring and grabbed yourself with the pliers. I've done it several times, more when I'm working with stainless or titanium. Niobium is pretty soft. I've slipped, but never stabbed myself off slip with those. I have a few times off aluminum though too, so which is kind of surprising. Shouldn't apply that much pressure to aluminum. Alright, so let's go there. And single, double? No. No, let's see. If I put that one there, let's try this. Like I said, I do want it to be sturdy, but I want it to have a little movement so I can kind of form the hat a bit, you know, because they don't always just stand straight up. They kind of want to lean over at the top. I don't know if I'll get a full lean at the top doing it this way, but I'm hoping I can kind of manipulate it a bit to do so. So, let's see here, and we'll go. Oh man, that one's right where. That one's going to be a little tricky. Not hard per se, but if I put it through one way, it's going to want to pull it one way. If I go the other way, it's going to want to pull it the other way. So we'll just have to kind of put it in and see what we get, I suppose. Are we back up top now? Okay. Let's see if I just go there. That might not be bad. We'll try it here and see what I think. So that's the last one for this row I'm going to put in for now. Like I said, I'm going to come back and maybe add some tack to them later. But so far, I mean, it's getting a pretty decent. Let's go ahead and set it on his head. See if you can see it sitting on his head. I think it's got a pretty decent size. I had it smaller when I first started making it, and I was like, it was sitting more up here, and I was like, no, I want to come down over his head a little bit more. So I added to it. I think that's going to work pretty good. I'm not going to attach it to his head. It's just going to sit there. So let's go ahead and get the next one going. Make sure I don't mix these rings up here. Let's see here. Definitely getting smaller. I almost wonder if I need to take 3 out the next one, but I don't want to go too much. Kind of eyeballing it here. I think that's going to work okay. Now it's 12. We'll go 10, 8, 6, and the 4 is basically just going to be kind of a circle pretty much. And that's where I'm wondering what I'm going to do is when I get to that point. That'll be the ultimate question. Is do I just go with a 2 and spread them out, connect more connectors, but I don't know yet. I'm just going to have to, again, play with it and see what feels right. I think this is where I'm going to start. I'll get on through there. And then we'll start playing and negotiating with our rings and which way they want to go today. Pretty much said everything I kind of got planned. I mean, we still got all our normal Christmas stuff to do and all that, so. But, yeah, it's going to be a crazy few weeks as we get some things changed up and around. I'm looking forward to it, not necessarily to the work to get it done, but I think overall it end up making things better. Let's see here. Kind of got that. So let's go through two, I guess. I'll start actually having the same amount of connections, but they're going to start being closer together since we're minusing a couple each time. That's not bad, especially if we straighten it up. Let's see here. And then maybe that single through single. Next one, we'll probably go ahead and do one more and then go ahead and attach it too, just to see, because it's going to start when we start getting to that top. I just don't know exactly how I'm going to play that part yet. Like I said, I've actually made like a pyramid styled Christmas tree out of helm, but they were the same amount on each side, and then I could connect at the sides, and it came out really well. I guess it wasn't a pyramid, it was more of a triangle. It was just three-sided. It was out of stretchy. They were all the same size, but the way like I said, the way you work those, you just minus one, and they can inset each other, and then you can do double connections to each one. And it was a neat little Christmas tree. I'm not sure if I sold that or not. I don't remember. We didn't set it out at our last event, but it was mid-July, end of July, and I didn't want to put it out then if we still had it. I don't put out a lot of my Christmas stuff and then, but maybe I should. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to overwhelm my tables because I do have a lot of stuff, and this last time we didn't put out probably a good third of everything I had, just because I didn't want to be too cluttery and overwhelming, because I have so much stuff, so much different stuff. A lot of people miss things because I just have so much stuff. I need to almost have 2 tenths worth of stuff, and so it's more open and out. Let's see here. Single there, maybe. I'll pull it a little bit, but we'll give it a shot. See if I need to adjust. I could build in a natural curve to the hat so that it has the hang I want, but I didn't want to do too much of that. See, that one is, so if I pull that one there, that should work. And I might still come through and put in a few more of these connectors. Like I said, this is just kind of more of like spot welding, just to see if it's going to work before you come into the final weld. Now we're not final welding it, obviously, but I could come back through and add some more connections to secure it up a little more if I need to. So, one more maybe. Do a double. Yeah. Let's try that. And so far it's been working. Which double? This double, that double? Needs to be that double, that single. Yeah. Oh, come on. So it's a lot more difficult getting it in here doing this like this compared to when I've done normal helm. Even some alternate helm stuff that I've tried. But here we go. I think that's going to be pretty decent. I guess he's not in the main camera view, but and see, you know, I can manipulate it some, and that's why at the top I just don't know. I don't want to come just straight to a point per se. I almost want it to start leaning now, but that's why I'm hoping with rubber rings I can kind of manipulate it a little bit. We'll see. How many did I say I was in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah. So we need to go with a 10. I almost want to go 9 though. Well, we'll keep going. That was one of the other things I was thinking. I thought about doing tonight. I've done many before. I've done a bunch of Christmas earrings in a helm style. I've also done some in just a 4-in-1 triangle style, with making the colors give you your thing. I've done flat Santa hats that way, and I thought about doing that tonight. I kind of wanted to kind of keep it in the Christmas realm per se. Then I was like, you know what, man, I want to do something else, and I was playing with my little chain in there, Mega chain in, and I was like, yeah, let's make a hat for him. He wants a hat. He wants to be festive. He wants to get out and have some fun. So that's when I started thinking about this and pulled out some stuff. Probably about 3 or so hours before the stream, going, well, let's see if it'll even work. Did a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I think it'll work. So, did I use the wrong size ring? No, I didn't. Good for me. I did it properly this time. Yay me! Yay me! Well, they're up there. Wife and daughter, they keep laughing. They must be watching more America's Got Talent. They go cuckoo watching that. Start screaming. Well, not necessarily screaming. In my mind, it's screaming because I'm kind of a quiet, reserved kind of guy when it comes to that kind of thing. It's like if I find something extremely funny, you might barely hear a chuckle out of me. Very few times have I just lost it on something that was funny. You get a good chuckle. If you hear a chuckle from me, you know it was good. At least funny to me. Most time it's just, smiles and a little, If I'm not smiling or nothing, then it wasn't funny. But there have been a few times. I know, I can't even remember what it was to we were watching. I just happened to be up there, or something was going on, and I actually started laughing and could not stop laughing at whatever it was now. And my youngest was just like, something's wrong with him. He's laughing. He won't stop. You don't do that. Oh man, I keep seeing weird glitchies. Is it flipping the screen? No. It's glitching real weirdly. And as soon as I stop to watch it, there it starts going again. Yeah. Definitely have to give everything a once over tonight before I start tomorrow, because I don't want to have glitches like that whenever I'm doing my inlay for doing my... Man, that's just... I'm not seeing anything through normal. It doesn't seem to be happening. I guess it is happening within the program. Everything's with that delay, though. I don't know what the deal is. That's quite a bit going on tonight. I've dropped down to 11% CPU use, but I've still got skipped frame rates at 1%. But not in my live part, in my normal encoding part. So that is just very, very, very weird. I'll have to play around with that tonight too. Maybe a little bit tomorrow. Get figured out before tomorrow's stream anyway. Hopefully it's not causing too many problems for anybody. If I have anybody here. I don't think there's anybody here yet tonight. But that's all good. Like I said, if you come in, drop by, that's all good. If you just stay for a little bit, say hey, or if you don't even say anything, that's all cool too. But I know people got things to do. Let's see. Now we are about halfway at the most. Would be 45 minutes. So I do want to give a shout out to Mailworks. I think he's going to be streaming again tonight, so you have to go over there and check that out. I wonder if I could get that put in here. Gotta go all the way out? Yeah. Oh, that video is going to drive me nuts, though. It keeps blinking. It's just craziness. Alright, there's the link to Mailworks. Now, let me look at my main computer real quick again. Let's try to shut that down. So you got, now the red thing's made of recording. Close down everything else. Make sure nothing else is running. exited out of that, so there's nothing else running. I mean, I do normally run about 7% on my CPU, but I've never had this kind of a glitching problem. Because that's going to drive me about bonkers, man. It's getting worse as we go along, it seems like. Let me try one other thing here. Let's go ahead and try to shut off that. And just go to our single top. Wanting to see if it's happening just on, because when I go to this view, it seems like it's only happening in, just at the top of the screen. Still going. Looking for the delay on the Facebook side. It's not the full thing. Yeah, that is so weird. I don't know what the deal is, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish up the stream doing that, because that's going to drive me bonkers. Hopefully it's not too bad for you all. It makes you want to leave. I would understand, though, if it does. I've been into some people's streams where there's some odd glitching, which I can stand for a little while, but then after a while it's like, okay, I'm done. So I get it. I understand. Well, it's over. Put you on the wrong side to begin with. But I would really like to finish this up tonight during the stream. I wonder if the way it's happening through the program, I have a feeling my recording will be the same way. I'll have to check out my recording too when I'm done tonight. Check it out, check out the Facebook post, and then try to do some adjusting maybe. I mean, it might just need to be restarted again since I was running my Boeing program. It does seem like if I run that, especially on a heavy-duty project, it can kind of get a little loopy on me sometimes, but normally that stops as soon as I turn off the program, but I don't know if that has anything to do with it tonight or not. Am I still... I'm back up to 12% usage. I guess I'm going to have to go in there and definitely give it a look-see. What did I say, 10 this time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How in the world do I got to fly in here? The door's not even open. Oh man, that is gonna... It's like when I start looking at it, it stops. Then it picks up. And so then I watch the stream part of it, and finally the stream catches up and I see those glitches, and... Yeah, that's just... Oh man. It's driving me bonkers. Sorry, everyone. I don't know what else I can change. Let's see here. GPUs are not hot. Both those are running like they should. So GPUs are looking fine. Check my task manager, make sure there's nothing odd running in there. And using up a bunch of memory, just the normal everyday thing, so nothing's using up memory bad. Nothing extra's really open. This even does show me a high CPU usage for just doing stream. I don't normally have that much CPU usage in that. I've only got the 3 windows open. Alright, yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is, guys. I'm sorry if this is becoming unbearable. I'd hate to shut down the stream right this second, but I don't know, it's driving me nuts myself, and I'm not even watching it constantly. But I'd hate to shut down now and try to restart. By the time I get back, I wouldn't have enough time to do anything finished up, so it's like, So the only thing I can do is hopefully prepare for tomorrow a little bit better. Double check everything, make sure I don't have any of that other stuff going on. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So one more. And this one won't be attaching, so I'll get this one, and then this next one's the attachment. Yeah, if my recording for some reason actually comes out okay, this might go away and I might upload a video of it instead. But I have a feeling, since it's showing up on the OBS itself, that it's probably in the recording itself too. At least that's what normally happens. So, but I'll check it out, see what's up. I've got a little more, I got actually some graphics work I got to do tonight. For the laser, got a few laser things I gotta take care of on Friday. Might do a little bit tomorrow, depending. See how tomorrow goes. My computer's gonna give me issues though. Hopefully, not enough for, I mean, I run the laser off the laptop anyway, which is plenty fine, so I won't have that problem on that front, but making the graphic, I use my main desktop to do that, so. Alright, so there's our next one. That makes it a little bit smaller. How tall is that going to make it? And if that's 10, I might, I almost want to go 7 on the next row, because then if I could basically, if I can twist it in one and I can connect it around, that's going to pull that into it. So, well, let's just go ahead and get this one attached, and then if this one's 10, next one will be 8. But if I go 7 and then 3, maybe that's where I can get my final top at, is off of that. I don't know yet, we'll have to see. Alright, we'll do a single double on this one. I'll get on through there. Might just have to try it. If I don't like it, I can always add one to it easily. I could always take one out too if I didn't, but I almost want to try smaller, because if this is 10, next one's 8, 6, 4, so that'd be 3 more levels, and I think that's going to be up. I don't only really want to go 2 more levels before I close it up, at the most, because that'll be half his body height. So it's going to be a pretty big hat as is. So, brain thoughts, brain thoughts. Yummy, yummy brain thoughts. Alright, let's see here. First one's easy enough. It's that next one is going to change and put everything into perspective. So I want to probably go this one through those 2. Maybe. Let's see here. There, and then go through a single 2 there. I think that'll work. And pulling it that way. Is that going to be too much, though? That's the ultimate question. Will it be too much? I don't think so, but let's have to do it and see. So I do want to start getting a little bit of a lean, but don't want to happen too early. And if we go to double-double here, again, my own terms. You gotta watch sometimes whenever I start jibber-jabbering, I'll start saying things that might not make sense to you, especially if you're a mailer, because some words and ideas I have different names for than, I guess, the proper terminology for chainmail. And like I said, I think that's just because I played so much before I actually started learning what they were called. Probably going to need at least 2 more, so if we go double there, single double there. For now, let's go. Actually, let's go put that one there first. And then that might help make up my mind on the one before. Or is that going to be a single? Yeah, let's go ahead and go there. That must be a funny show tonight. Boy, they've gone cuckoo up there several times tonight. So a single double in the middle. Right there. Flipped out of my... No. Okay, yeah, this one. Come on. Alright. I think that'll do that row. Looking pretty decent. That was 10, so the next one called for 8. I think I really do want to go 7 and try to start. I just don't know if it's going to be too much or not, but we'll try. We'll see what happens. Still, where are we at here? We're just at an hour, just under an hour. If I don't look up as much. Okay, I got a bunch of weird things on YouTube. VOH FYI, I have no idea what that means. Where did my mouse go here? Yeah, I'm not sure what they're meaning by that. I'll have to go look and see, but VOH, VOY, VOG. Whatever that means, if you're still there and you're actually here watching and wanting to look, I'm not sure what you're meaning. But if you're junk spamming me, I'll ignore it. I'll wait for other comments before I go further, but first time I've gotten weird things like that, at least during the live part of it. Sometimes I'll get that during the non-live part, but I've come back and seen people post afterwards, and it's like, what? Okay, yeah, this is junk. But yeah, you have to check out Mailworks. He normally starts at be 9 o'clock my time, basically about a half an hour from now. If he streams then. One reason why I stopped my stream early, so I can kind of watch him if I get a chance. And plus, I just, I try to go between other mailers that I've watched and know. There might be other mailers that stream at the same time, I don't know. But I do try to, I don't want to go over somebody else's stream just because I might want to go check theirs out, so. Oh, and I did do it on this one, though. Yeah, I sure did. I don't think I can fit a bigger one through first. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt it. I used the wrong size ring. Used the 19 gauge. And I probably could have, but when I was playing with it when I first started, I honestly, I was like, I want a little more beef there because I am holding is a pretty tight fit. And since it is a tight fit, I'd want to make sure that I was going to have enough room for everything to fit like I wanted, so I decided to go a little bit bigger, make it a little tighter. And just the bigger ring will hold better over a longer period of time. won't pull it apart. I mean, there's really nothing to pull apart because it's just perfect, I think, for a structural-ish style. And I thought about going all metal for this, but when I started thinking about it, it's like all metal, it's going to want to kind of, I mean, I can kind of tighten it up in a way, but I figured I wanted to have a little bit of play in it so I can kind of form it a little bit, and I figured, well, rubber rings would let me do that, so that's why I decided to go this route. Now that I'm doing it, it's coming out pretty decent. I have a few other thoughts on something else I could do to do so, but the biggest thing is, would it hold a form? And that's what I want to do, is kind of hold a form. If I didn't do it this way, it could all collapse on the inside of itself, kind of like a collapsible cup or something. And we don't want that for this, so well, let me go ahead and move him up. Can he be in the picture here? I guess he's on the side picture. We'll put his little hat on for now. Almost looking gnomish. So I'm hoping once that top gets on with the ball kind of top, he'll look more normal. Or at least look like we're hoping that he's going to look. And if not, I'll make another one. Who knows? The daughter was like, I need to make a... She wanted me to make a Santa hat for my Duckanana. Which just, I guess, would be the last stream he could be on, too, for the year, since next week will be all inlay and only one camera view. Maybe I should pull out Duckanana. Come here, Duckanana. Duckanana. Let's go widen out just a bit here. So my Duckanana with the backwards head. If you want to maybe make a little hat for him, I more want to make him a chainmail coif and stuff, but we'll see what happens with him. I guess we can leave him out here too. You can get some airtime here, Mr. Duckanana and Machanian. Everybody get a little time tonight. We've got less room to work now, though. But last time she'll be on the stream this year, guys, so gotta give you some airtime. Maybe you guys will get something made for you by the time we come back next year. How about that? Will that make you happy, critters? Don't worry, they don't talk back to me too much. If they did all the time, then I might be a little worried, but come on, get in there. But, so they just talk a little bit to me, so it's all good. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 more. Put it together, and so if I go 7, and then if I take 3 off of the next one, that would put me at 3. No, 7 minus 3 is 4. Which is where I wanted to go originally to end, but I just don't know. Like I said, we'll have to kind of play and see what happens. I really want to get finished up, though, during the stream. Still got a little bit of time, though. And we are at our hour, so I got a half an hour left. We could go over that. I've gone over my hour and a half a few times, but I don't want to go over, especially if Sean's streaming over at Mailworks. I don't want to go over into his stream, so. Plus, then that always it takes me longer to finally get to his stream. If I'm still streaming, then I got on my shutdown time. It normally takes me 15 minutes or so to get kind of fully run down from my stream before I can really start getting into somebody else's. Did my glitching stop? I never really noticed it out of the corner of my eye, but normally it was irritating me because I was seeing it out of the corner of my eye, so maybe it kind of cleared itself up. I don't know. I guess we'll find out later. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So next one we connect. And then we'll see how it looks on top. Hopefully actually, oh yeah, we're not doing that. We need to connect this time, dummy. Alright, flipping on over. Oh, stay down. That last one's always a bit of a booger. I mean, it straightens out nice once you get it together, but... Alright. Let's see, how does it fit? Actually, better than I was expecting it to be honest with you. So maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I do go 4 on the last one. Yeah, let's go ahead and connect this up. Again, I mean, that would make it quicker for sure if I only go 4 on the next row. Let's see here. What's my first connection? Probably do a single. Probably be the best, and that'll give me more play in any other place I want to have some play. I'd rather have the play later than at the first. So if we go there, and single double there. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, it was this one. If I can get through, everything's so nice and taut. Alright, I'll pick you up and do it that way. If you want me to do it that way, I will. I will succumb to the ring's choice. It has decided it wanted to do it that way, so that's the way we do it. And then a single there. Alright, so let's just, before it gives me problems, I'm just going to put it through there that way anyway, to start with. Or it tells me to do it that way anyway. Alright, so go there, then I could do still got a couple more that way, so let's go through here. New home's a ring here. And through there. Double there. And a couple more rings here. And quick look around, don't see any more posts. I did see another concurrent on YouTube, but then it went away. What did I say I was going to do here? Let's go here. And you're going to make me pick you up again. Alrighty. And then I want a single there now. Let's move that to there. I think that's what I want to do. There we go. So yeah. And then I could probably do some moving, let it hang. Let's see there. Now, let's see here. I wanted to go, I guess let's try 3. Let's just kind of mediumly put together a 3 set and see what it looks like. See if I need to go 4. And then on the last one is where I'll use a couple that's not in a helm. We'll just kind of go a regular European just through the 2 and into our, I'm going to have to get out some of my 1/4 inch frost to make the ball, Mobus ball for the end. Beard hair on the desk. As one thing I've noticed here lately with growing a beard. I mean, you don't see it on the screen, but in the past, since August, I've been growing a beard. The wife was like, "Why don't you grow a beard?" Alright. Now it's getting long. A couple inches at least. I haven't really measured it, but I'm finding a bunch of beard hairs now laying around. And you can easily tell them because they are freaking white. I have the Santa Claus beard, almost perfect. A little darker right on the mustache a little bit, and a little bit in the bottom. If you were to do like one of those little soul patches or something, it's a little darker right there. But I figure a few more years, that'll be nice bright white too. Kind of getting to the hair. The hair is more silver though. I haven't noticed. It's kind of gradual through the years. Wife's like, "You're growing gray." I was like, "Yeah, I know." But, you know, now she's just pretty much saying it's all gray. And I look at it going, I don't see it being all gray. But when I do look at it closer, it's like, yeah, I guess it is all gray. Silver. Not super bright silver, though. Feel like a brushed silver. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that would be a 3. If I connect that around on itself, I'm pretty much in just a ball form. Yeah, we're going to have to go 4. Gonna have to go 4. I just don't think it's going to work that way any other way, so... And then hopefully off of that, maybe we just can do the Mobus out of that. We'll have to see. That would give me a little more... droop, I guess, if I just go a couple, you know, regular just connections. Alright, so there's for 4. Connect this up. What are we running here? We got 20 minutes till 9. Now, 19 minutes to be precise. Yeah, probably a little less than that, 18 and something. We want to get precise. Alright, so bring you up and around, because that's going to be pretty much almost perfectly round. This one's going to be a bigger probably. Since we're pretty tight there. I guess maybe, well, that would be 2. That kind of almost works pretty good, except I got a lot more stretch and it wants to pull. I want to connect those up, and then right off of there, if I was just to go, I wonder if I just went through those two, kind of give a helmish looky blue maybe. Yeah, let's go ahead and connect these up real quick. We'll at least get to a point that we're going to call it done for tonight. But we might still might make a minor changes later after the stream. I'm going to have to play around and see. I just don't know yet. I just don't know. I'll go have the wife and daughter give it a look-see. About fell off, sitting over there on a cardboard box, and I guess she about fell off because she was clinging on to it. It's like, oh, that's a weird noise, cat. Alrighty. I guess. Let me finish getting this. I keep thinking about what I want to do there, and it's like, just finish up what I'm doing now, dummy. Finish this up first, then we can think more on that side. Let's go through 2s. And a single. That goes about right. I think. Definitely getting tighter and tighter out here. Less and less room to maneuver. And so if we go through a double single there, Excuse me. Alrighty. Come on, get moved out of the way. There we go. And we need one there, so double single right there too. Definitely not going to have the side flop, but I didn't want it to be too much floppy either. It was like, I don't want it to be overly floppy where it just kind of all hangs to the side. I want to have a little bit, but I kind of wonder if maybe I should have had a little more flop. It was like I didn't want it one way, and I went like the polar opposite, it seems like. So, let's see how that's looking. Not too bad, because like I said, then we can kind of give it a side move. I almost wonder if I should pull out a ring on the side. Let's see here. The next thing, what I was thinking, if I come up through, if I grab, really can't grab any of these. Those are already tight. If I was to grab that and put a ring, let's see here. If I do this, it's going to make that a little floppy, but I'm still going to have to grab my white or my frost, because then it's up out of that way. I'll grab that one and pull it to that one, and then use a frost to connect to the ball, the Mobus ball. Let's see here. Let me try. Come on. I'm going to come up through the back side of you. Alright, now, if I come up through this other way, though, I think I'm going to pull it. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it this way. If I go that other way, it's just going to pull it way too much over. It's only going to leave us with that one, though. If I can do... see, if I do the same thing to the other side, I'd have two to connect to. Maybe that's what I should do. We use small ones for these, so that's what I'm going to do again. Get another one of these put in. Because then I can connect to both those and then let the ball hang off of that, and it'll kind of pull it a little bit. So we'll get a little bit of red in the pullover. I'm just hoping there's going to be enough that'll make it look okay. Oh, I guess I should put a ring on it. Need to put a ring on it. That's what the wife said years ago. Well, now I started just seeing another glitch on Facebook. I don't know what's going on there, man. I guess at least it stopped for moments. And then if I go through this one and through it that way, yeah. Alrighty, so, and then we'll use the connectors to the others. We'll put it through those two onto our Mobus ball, Mobus thing. Let me grab some 1/4 inch white or frost. 1/4 inch. Why do I not have it in here? I don't have them out, do I? That's 18G. Oh, yeah. I'm looking for 16G. No wonder I couldn't find it. Alright. I'm just going to set these over to the side somewhere for now. I don't have a box I can put in the hole to take up room. Well, let's see how many of these we can put together and make it kind of tight. I'm going back here. I don't want it to be super big, but I also don't want it to kind of spread out a lot, so we're going to see how many we can put through here and keep it. Ooh, but then I need to... actually, I'm going through 4. I can't go any more than... Well, that we're not going side to side. They are laying. Let's start with 4, I guess, and we'll see what happens. Got to be able to use my other ring there for my topper. Well, we got 10 minutes, so... Well, actually, we're going to just do it this way. And we'll call her quits for tonight's stream, and then I'll kind of play around and decide if I want to make any minor changes to it. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it for the most part, so could it be better? I think so. Can I make it better? I don't know. Yeah, see, that's too much. I don't think I can get it attached. I need to get bigger reds for that to work, I think. Bigger red ring. Maybe probably 30 seconds. I wonder if I can get a 3/16 red real quick. Come on, get off there. Because that's just not giving me enough room. I have to go down to 3 of my rings if I want to do it that way, and I don't necessarily want to. 4 I almost think's not enough in itself, but no, I don't have those out. Oh yeah, I do, don't I? Yeah, I did. Already had those out. Forgot I had them sitting over to the side there for the graduated Mobus bracelet. I still hadn't put them up yet. So, this should give us enough for attaching. Let's see here. Yeah, and then, but we're going through 2 of these. So yeah, if I barely got it fit through with that one, wouldn't have worked for sure going through the rubber rings here too. Well, it's a tight fit there though still. But I can kind of give that a twisty. Let me put one more through there. I don't know, maybe I should have gone with bigger. Maybe I should go with 5/16 frost to make the Mobus. Maybe that would have made it a bit nicer. I don't know. Open up a little bit more here. But I mean, this I think is working. It's kind of holding its shape a little bit right there too. So. Now I just don't know if I can get it maneuvered enough down to get it through all those. Let me see here. Let me try something. It wants to try a smaller plier. And I was alright with the one. Wasn't looking bad, but I'd rather have 2. Just a little bit. See if I can maneuver it through there. Yeah, I don't know. Well, overall it's still nice. Decent. Let's move some of this stuff out of the way here. Got all kinds of stuff out already. So we can kind of show it off. See what it's looking like. There's still a little something I might want to change at my top, but I still don't know if I want to go bigger rings. I almost wonder if I need to go smaller rubber ring right there on my last 2. So there's his Santa hat. I can kind of manipulate it a little bit. Makes me wonder if I pulled out more and then made it kind of come in there, if it would give it more of a side flop. Yeah, that's something I'll still gotta play with, but I think that's not too bad for not having anything to go by, and we were just winging it. So overall, I'm not sad with it. Will that side camera give us a better view here? He's a Christmas monkey. So there's his hat. Sits on him. I wouldn't maybe make a bad Christmas tree either. I could make a flat bottom out of it, and then come down with some brown and bronze to make the tree stem itself. It's not too bad. Like I said, I've got a few ideas on how I could improve this as I was doing it. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with it. Like I said, could it be better? Yeah. But overall, I mean, I think everybody's going to get the idea that it's a Santa hat, right? At least I hope. So, quack quack. All right, we're going to go ahead and close up shop because we got about 5 minutes or so before Mailworks might start up his stream tonight. I believe he said he was going to be on tonight, so don't forget to go over there and check it out. I got the link posted here already. But I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We will be back tomorrow night for the large project. We'll be working on the Chiefs end zone inlay. It's what are actually the next 4 streams. Thursday tomorrow, and then Monday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. That's what we're going to work on. It's going to be the easiest thing that I can just keep out, and I can pack up most of my other stuff, have it ready to go for moving purposes. So, again, thank you all for joining me tonight. If you're watching live or if you're watching later, don't forget to give the thumbs ups, likes, hearts, whatever you feel like you can give. Any of those help out getting us shown on more walls. Check us out on YouTube and Twitch. If you got accounts there, give us subscribes over on those too. And all those little things help. So, but I hope you all are having a good week so far. Hope you guys had a good Wednesday night with us. And we'll be back tomorrow night, same time, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, as we are on all our streams. So, y'all have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.